Good evening. How are y'all today? Checking in. This is week 1 is done. I've done a whole week of this nonsense. How y'all liking it? How y'all disliking it? Tell me in the comments about what I can work on because I don't know what I'm doing. So today, the video, the Unus Annus tribute, is to the video called The Worst Kind of Cupping. And this one was like so stupid. This one was just the boys looking at that viral video that was popular about a decade or so ago of the 2 girls, 1 cup. And Mark had never seen it, and he reacted exactly how I'd imagine anybody to react. Sorry, my bangs are like kind of getting out of control. I need to cut them again or something. They're just like all over the place. But yeah, they watched that and it's kind of funny, and they like looked up, there is that like the word for the fetish or whatever interest in that sort of activity. So anyways, my tribute today is going to be another drink based thing because that's all I know apparently. Just somebody that pours shit into cups. Not literally though. All right. So today though, I was thinking is another fun Unus Annus style thing. I got some of these bad boys. Peanut butter chocolate milk stout from Four Hands. Absence of light. Very tasty. Very good. Very autumnal. I'm saying autumnal like it's still autumn, but it's supposed to be winter, but it's like weird autumnally fucking weather, so here we are. And I'm going to try something that may or may not work. But you know, that's the scientific method of bartending, is you just try stuff. I also have here, because okay, so with that the 2 girls 1 cup video, a lot of people, I actually have never watched it either, but like I'm not going to, like, no thank you. A lot of people apparently would say like, oh, it's got to be chocolate ice cream or something. So anyways, as a additional bonus, I'm going to try to make a beer stout float. I don't know if it's going to work, but I have here some Ben & Jerry's Netflix and Chilled, which has peanut butter ice cream with sweet and salty pretzel swirls and fudge brownies. I think that's going to go deliciously with Absence of Light, since it is a peanut butter chocolate stout. So I'm going to make a beer float today. That is the plan. I'm sorry, I keep on looking at myself in the finder. I need to focus on that. Another thing I'm working on, you know? I'm trying to think, because I don't really have like an ice cream scoop. I'm definitely one of those people, I don't know if y'all do this, but I'm definitely one of those people that just opens a pint of ice cream and just goes at it. I don't really, why bother dirtying a dish, am I right? Especially when you're living by yourself. I think a lot of people do that. But honestly, also, like, sharing a pint of Ben & Jerry's is quite a nice thing to do with friends you're close with. I mean, maybe not so much in these COVID times, but good friends or partner is always a nice activity to do. I probably should have pulled this out a little sooner and, like, let it thaw. But I'll find things to talk about while I'm doing this, I'm certain. I don't really have much to talk about in regards to the Unus Annus video, I don't think. So I think this video is going to be a lot of me just plugging and talking about how I appreciate Four Hands and Ben & Jerry's. Because, so Four Hands is a local St. Louis company. They're really incredible. They also, I think they're like distilling certain vodkas and gins as well, so they're really cool. I'm not much of a stout drinker. Like, I kind of like New Holland's Dragon's Milk. Guinness is fine. But like, it's not usually like my pick. It's not my go-to. I'm usually more of a sours and wheat beer drinker. So, I am trying to see, I know Guinness you're supposed to just pour straight up, but I think they have some sort of like patented something in their cans. I think this you're still supposed to pour on the side of the glass. I guess I could have chilled this too. Oh no, what is that? Hang on. All right, well, give me a sec here. Again, if I had thought this through or had more time, I would have done that already. I don't know. Okay, here's another thing with the stouts. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be a particular... There is like supposed to be particular glassware for each beer you pour. And that's something I kind of need to work on as a bartender, because where I work is in the Fox Theater is very concession style, so people usually just take the can or bottle we give them. We also just have like plain plastic pint cups, pint glasses. I think this is really a Pils glass. I could be wrong. But yeah, I don't work in like a bar, glassware bar, whatever. So, anyways, but Four Hands is a really great local company. I'd love to work for them if they'd let me. I feel like when they started off, they were really like specializing in IPAs, and they have a lot of really good IPAs. They were really known for their, it used to be called Resurrection IPA, and they had to change it to Incarnation IPA, or hang on, Resurrection IPA, but they changed it to, I'm not sure, maybe it was Incarnation or something else. But it's like this Mosaic hops IPA. It's really good. I do like Four Hands' IPAs. I'm not much of an IPA drinker either, but they also had like the Contact High Key Lime. They've made the Contact High like seltzers now that are really good, with like, they've got a blueberry lemonade one, they have a tangerine one I really want to try. I don't know if there's anything else of theirs that was like really especially like, oh, gotta get it. But I really like Four Hands' Passion Fruit Prussia. That's my favorite one of theirs. It's like one of my favorite sours ever. It is really tasty. It's very tart. So they have like such a good variety of things. And yeah, I'm pretty sure they have like a gin that's like 1406 or something. Or maybe it's a vodka. They're just really great local distillery. And so I think I bought these for like a Halloween party, because I feel like this is kind of a fun Halloween-y drink, but nobody drank them. So I was like, all right, well, I get to have them when I want them. So that's great. And then also I'm going to plug Ben & Jerry's a little bit here. I really appreciate Ben & Jerry's. They seem like one of those companies that, I mean, like, you can always argue there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, right? But I feel like they're one of those companies that definitely tries to be better. Like, they might not be perfect, but they definitely, like, you know, they're always on my Facebook feed about, like, hey, like, maybe we shouldn't be imprisoning, like, millions of people just so we can have a cheap labor force. Or, like, hey, like, let's employ people that have, like, disabilities or criminal records, because they're still people and they deserve to feel valid and worthy in society as well. God, sorry, my brain today. Oh. So I think they're really great. If you want to learn more about Ben & Jerry's, like, business ethics and things, I would recommend Scroobius Pip has an incredible podcast called Distraction Pieces Podcast, and I really admire Scroobius Pip for, like, various reasons. What a mensch. But he does one about Ben & Jerry's. I remember listening to... Where was I going to? I was on a road trip to somewhere. Was I going to Columbia or Kentucky? I can't remember. But yeah, Scroobius Pip does a really great podcast with Ben & Jerry's, or with, not with like Ben & Jerry themselves, but with two people that work for Ben & Jerry's. One of them was like their ethics counselor or something, that talked a lot about, what do you call it? Talked a lot about like the reasons why they do the things or support the causes they do, or like also even like the logistics, like legal things of what was it, there was a reason, there was one point in time, I think either Ben or Jerry of Ben & Jerry's, who no longer actually work for the company, they were one of those companies that they were like we vow to never like make 7 times more than our lowest paid employee, and their business was just like so wildly successful they didn't fucking know what to do with it, so they just like sold the company. And I think they're just doing their own thing now. But either Ben or Jerry of Ben and Jerry's made an ice cream that I think supported Bernie Sanders or something, and they had to be very explicit about like, this is not Ben and Jerry's ice cream, this is just Ben's ice cream or Jerry's ice cream. Can't remember which again, sorry. But yeah, if you listen to the podcast, it's interesting because like, you don't really think about it, but corporations can't really endorse like presidential candidates or be like hyper political, which is interesting. Another thing, capitalism, what are you doing about that? But anyways, so they're really great. And then I think somebody else talks about like their production, like distribution, and like there's different flavors in the UK that don't exist in the US, and how they come up with new flavors, and also the whole thing about, I think every ice cream that uses a baked good employs some sort of nonprofit or volunteer. I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what kind of side business or other like help that they get, but there is some other employer that they use the baked goods that they make, and these baked goods are like made by either like people who have, you know, gotten out of jail, served their time, or people with disabilities. I can't remember, but it's definitely like, I think it's important to make resources to, you know, help people that are, you know, marginalized in those ways, or need help getting back into society. So I'm gonna try to pour this. I don't know, this might be a mess. Who knows? This is how we learn though, right? I feel like this is a very Unus Annus looking beverage already. Probably should have kept my spoon. I'm probably gonna need it to consume this. Oh man, this might be so fucking good though. Y'all, I'm really excited about it. It's foaming up though. It's definitely beer floating on me. That ice cream is making those bubbles. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is science, baby. Give me a sec. I'm gonna take that spoon back. Oh, all right. Yeah, let's keep going. Oh man, look at this. Sorry. I did go for a run today, so this is my treat. I do need to get back on like more intense workouts though. I have definitely been slacking this last month or so. But sometimes we need rest, you know, nothing wrong with that. Oh my goodness. Oh man. I'm debating how I feel about this still. I think I'm excited about it, but also I'm like, what am I doing? Oh, let's try this. I have a straw here. This is either worst or best of cupping. Also, Unus Annus. To Unus Annus. To Mark and Eve. The things they went through. The things they did. For our entertainment. Okay, this is actually really good. I would recommend this. Gosh, wow, yeah. I don't know if this is like a cardinal sin to be drinking a stout beer with a straw, but I kind of don't care at this point. Oh, man. It's so funny. I think there's a lot of stuff in several different industries, but in the bartending industry and culinary industry about like the correct way to do things, or like, oh, like, you know, like you don't put ice in wine or whatever. And I understand like why, you know, you don't want to dilute it. It might affect the flavor. You know, I get it. Like there's reasons, but also like, who cares? Just enjoy life, you know? Oh man, this is actually really good. All right. Yeah. Yeah, man. Do the thing. This is great. I would recommend this. yeah, this was a good decision. This was I guess in a way the worst kind of cupping, like the worst for me. It's fucking ice cream and beer, but what are you gonna do, you know? Sometimes you just gotta YOLO, you know? I'm wondering if this is gonna be a terrible fizzy mess or if this will work if I do this. Oh my god, yeah. I do foam it up. Real nice. Well, I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'm gonna enjoy my evening. I hope you all are well, again. I don't know if I have really anything else to say. This video, the Unus Annus video, was a funny one, but, you know, it's kind of like, alright, you see Mark, you know, reacting terribly to one of the most cursed videos of all of the internet. And this isn't the first time they look at, this isn't the last time that they look at cursed content on the internet either. So, that's really tasty. Yeah, man. But yeah, this is definitely a dessert. This is definitely indulgent. If you like peanut butter and stouts, this is a great way to enjoy, man. Alright, well, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll see what the video is, and I hope you guys have a great night. This was fun. Bye.